My insane mother-in-law doxed me because I refused to let her see my baby. My mother-in-law was always nasty towards me, but she took things to a whole new level when I moved a few states away to New Jersey for work. The first week we moved, she was already sending me emails, calling me a manipulative beach for trying to isolate her favorite boy from her. My husband replied to her himself, saying I had gotten a great job here and moving was a mutual decision. But instead of replying like a normal person, she instead started sending houses, apartments to only my husband. They were all one bed and one bath, and she'd tell him that he could get one of these close to her, so her baby could spend weekdays while I worked with her, and weekends back here with me. He shut that down super fast though, and Mill was not happy. She sent more angry emails threatening to report me for keeping her baby hostage, but we just ignored her. While all this drama was going on, I became pregnant. My first trimester was extremely difficult because of my chronic heart condition, and so we held off on telling my husband's family until the doctors gave us the go-ahead. It was only after the second trimester did this happen, and when we FaceTimed his parents to share them the news, what we feared worst happened. My mother-in-law wasn't happy for us. She didn't say congratulations. She instead said I was a selfish pig for trying to bring a baby to this world with a disease-riddled body like mine, and told us she would be flying out to take the baby and make sure it's okay. My father-in-law told her to calm down, but she refused and kept making comments until my husband got sick of her and just ended the call. Not even a week later, she started posting on Facebook how her grandchild was in danger because of my poor health and accused me of intentionally trying to ruin the baby's life. Some of her friends began reaching out to me about her post, and my husband and I spent a lot of time and energy, which I really didn't have, fighting with her delusional friends about whether or not I was healthy enough to have a child. Well, my due date eventually came around, and somehow my mother-in-law found out when and where I would be giving birth. She got on a plane and showed up at the hospital at 3 in the morning looking for us. Luckily, she wasn't able to get into our area because we were close to the NICU, and there is extra security there. She called my husband, and when he answered, she started yelling at him. She told him that she missed the birth of her baby, and that she will never forgive me for this. My husband just replied, how could she expect to be invited to the birth when she's caused us so much harm? She went to yell again, but he hung up on her. Well, my husband went downstairs to get coffee, and that's when he ran into her. According to my husband, she was shaking and on edge, almost like she was going through withdrawals of some kind. She began demanding to see the baby, and when he said no, she freaked out and claimed I was breaking the family apart. She said I purposely got pregnant as we moved, so I trapped us in New Jersey. Security ended up escorting her out because she was so manic. My baby ended up being born healthy, but labor was so bad I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks to recover. My husband stayed with me, and during those 2 weeks, mother-in-law posted about us on Facebook like it was her job. She posted pictures of babies with a different ethnicity, and posted them to make people think I cheated. When my husband and I took our baby home, we saw everything. One of her posts went viral. She was asking for advice on how to claim guardianship of a grandchild if they are in a dangerous situation at home. She had legit lawyers commenting and messaging her. People asked for our address to call CPS. People found my husband and I. They found his work, my family. My family's business reviews were tanked, and the police came to our home. I had been home from the hospital for 4 days. My husband dealt with everything though. He was my rock. He made sure our baby stayed with us. Currently, we're looking into filing a lawsuit against my mother-in-law for defamation. I am so exhausted and overwhelmed.